There's a phenomenon I've noticed that I've started to call the long dissociation. It's what happens when something meaningful doesn't arrive for so long that we stop expecting it. We adapt without realizing we're adapting. We want less, we expect less, we train ourselves not to reach. Somewhere along the way, many of us learned to keep going by staying just a little bit gone, present enough to function, but absent enough to endure. I want to name something I think a lot of us are living through. It's not apathy, it's not burnout, it's not even nihilism. It is the long dissociation. The sustained, low grade separation from our own life force, not checking out completely, but just enough to function. It didn't happen overnight, it accumulated slowly, quietly, and adaptively, like sediment settling at the bottom of a river. Here's the thing, dissociation is intelligence. Our nervous systems are remarkable instruments of adaptation. Think about the conditions: constant crises bleeding into the next crisis, endless information streaming through our devices, too much suffering without any container strong enough to hold it. The nervous system, faced with input it cannot process, makes a rational choice. Feeling everything wasn't possible, so the system learned to feel less. This is survival intelligence at work. The distance gave us something valuable: functionality, productivity, and social acceptability. It allowed us to show up, perform our roles, and to meet our obligations. Distance instead of devastation, numbness instead of collapse. But it cost us a lot: vitality, imagination, initiative, desire, not all at once, not dramatically, but gradually, the way that color fades from fabric left in sunlight too long. Life becomes something lived competently but thinly, engagement without intimacy, opinions without investment, movement without momentum. We're there, but we're not really there. Culturally, we've started rewarding this. Detachment has become coolness. Distance is perceived as sophistication. If nothing matters, nothing can break you. Nonchalance promised safety, but it asked us to stay absent from our own lives, removed from the very things that give our days weight and texture. What do we do? The way forward is not through forced sincerity or performative vulnerability. We can't simply rip the dissociation away. It has to be loosened gently with curiosity and attention. The long dissociation protected you for a reason. It kept you safe when falling apart wasn't an option. Coming back might look like pausing before you answer, "How are you?" It might look like noticing when you're performing engagement rather than feeling it. It might look like taking one thing seriously again, choosing to care without certainty and staying with discomfort. Consider a bouquet of flowers. They don't fix anything. They don't solve problems or reverse damage. They serve absolutely no utilitarian purpose. But the gesture matters. The act of choosing them, placing them where you'll see them. The participation matters. It's a small act of presence, a refusal to stay entirely removed. The long dissociation taught us how to survive. It was intelligent, adaptive, and necessary. But survival is never the same thing as being alive. Perhaps now we can begin to tell the difference.